Tonight, I'm taking one of Europe's most interesting night trains. Leaving from the Czech capital of Prague on board private train operator RegioJet, we'll travel through the night in a private compartment and experience what it's like to travel towards Ukraine in 2023, where we will arrive at the Polish border railway station with Ukraine in the morning and a swift connection can be made to the Ukrainian Railways. Join me as we check out this unique and innovative partnership between RegioJet and the Ukrainian Railways. Hello from Prague's main station, where our sleeper towards Ukraine leaves from tonight. I've had a great few days here in the Czech Republic, but now it's time to head into the station and continue the journey. Most of the modern day station hall is from the 1970s, which sadly means it's a bit of an uninspiring structure with no natural lighting. But to make up for it, the station has plenty of shops, ticket offices and supermarkets, as well as my favorite feature of the station, this huge Lego model of the railway station, complete with one of the Czech Railways Pendolino trains. As a Danish guy, you know I love seeing Lego abroad. Consulting the departure board, we see that our train will be leaving from track number 3 tonight. But do make sure not to blindly follow the signs towards the platforms, but instead turn left here at the Costa coffee shop right before the platform tunnel and head over to the escalators to the right. Otherwise, you will be missing out on the prettiest part of the station, which is the old station building. Just look at this impressive and fantastic structure dating back to 1909. And it also seems to be a lot quieter than the main part of the station, so it's a really great place to wait if you arrive early for your train. And unfortunately, it seems that most people these days completely miss it, as they just take the direct underpass to the platforms. Anyway, let's make our way over towards platform number 3. The exit from the old station building takes you onto platform 1, from where you can take the escalators down towards the platform tunnel, and then head up to platform number 3. And around 25 minutes before departure, our train arrives from the depot. Tonight's service is hauled by one of RegioJet's multi-system Bombardier, now Alstom, TRAXX locomotives, capable of speeds of up to 160 km per hour. Time to board! As with most night trains in Europe, these are older high-floor carriages, meaning no step-free access unfortunately. The corridor is quite dark, so it's a bit hard to find the room number for your cabin. But after taking on my night vision glasses, I was able to find my compartment. And it's not long after I've settled in here in the cabin, the driver opens up the throttle and starts accelerating out of the station. This is also a great opportunity for us to take a look at the route we'll be traveling along tonight. We are on board RegioJet train 1023 from Prague to Przemyśl, routing via Pardubice, Olomouc, Ostrava, Bohumin, Rybnik, Katowice, Krakow, Tarnów, Reserv and Przemyśl, where Ukrainian Railways awaits with onward connection to Lviv and Kyiv on board Intercity Plus 706. The distance from Prague to Przemyśl is 765 km and is covered in 10 hours and 12 minutes, giving the train an average speed of 75 km per hour. Leaving Prague, we catch a few glimpses of the street lights, but it's not long after we are out in the complete darkness. In your cabin you will find a bottle of water waiting, and it's also possible to purchase soft drinks, beer, smaller snacks and prepackaged meals from the onboard steward. Our first stop after Prague is Pardubice, and as the clock is already approaching 11, it's about time to prepare to go to bed. Bedding can be found on the top bunk, And as RegioJet is a low-cost operator, you make your bed yourself. The cabin has 2 locks, as well as blinds facing out towards the gangway. And the second lock is up here. And then it's time to say goodnight. I woke up near Tarnów, a city of 100,000 in Poland south. As the time is currently a few minutes past 6, that means I was able to get around 7 hours of sleep on and off. These carriages are really just refurbished older night train carriages from the likes of Deutsche Bahn and ÖBB, dating back as early as the 1960s for some of the fleet. This can unfortunately be felt in the ride quality at times, where the wagons can shake a bit abruptly from time to time. Anyway, let me show you around the cabin. That's really just a couchette sold for solo occupancy. Over to the right, you will find another storage nest with some more water, as well as a reading light. Up above there's space for luggage storage, as well as here you will find the control panel for the lights. The cabin can be locked in 2 places. Over here you will find a small table, as well as power outlets and a bin. There's only 2 power outlets per cabin, and a ladder to help you get into the top bunks if you are sharing with more people. Our next and penultimate stop is Reserv, the largest city in southeastern Poland, making it a major regional hub. As we are currently running a few minutes ahead of schedule, this was also a good opportunity to catch some fresh air, or as other passengers did, take a quick smoke break. It won't be long before we are coming up on this service's final destination, so it's about time we go and explore the rest of the train. Starting with the toilet, let's see if this has remained clean overnight. The locking mechanism is working. There's some towels, as well as a cute little flower. There is water, it's just a bit slow to get going. And it's well stocked. So good job, RegioJet. There's also a few washing rooms next to the toilet, but no showers on board. There's also the option to travel in a seat during the night in these lovely old coaches with very comfortable looking seats. It's probably still not as good as a bed, but they offer a great amount of recline and do look really comfortable. And if you manage to climb the steps into the train, there's also an accessible couchette cabin. And that's basically it when it comes to accommodation. You can either go in a seat or in couchettes sold as either private cabins or shared accommodation. And in terms of the shared couchettes, it's possible to book male only, female only and mixed. In the private cabins, a small croissant is served by the steward shortly before arrival into Przemyśl. While appreciated, the croissant was nothing to write home about. And as we're coming up on Przemyśl, let's talk about tickets. These can easily be bought online on the RegioJet website, and as this service was launched in partnership with Ukrainian Railways, through tickets can easily be booked all the way to Kyiv and other Ukrainian destinations. Tickets to Kyiv start at 124 euros in a private compartment like the one I was traveling in on the sleeper, and they go as low as 38 euros in a seat. These prices vary based on demand, and some of the travel classes can sell out in advance, so make sure to book ahead. Booking normally opens around 3 weeks before departure, but this can vary a bit, so make sure to check the RegioJet site frequently. We are now crossing over the San River that Przemyśl sits on, and that means we'll soon arrive. I found the sleeper to be a good option. The prices are very reasonable, the trains are old, and there are not many amenities like the one you would find on Finnish VR or Austrian ÖBB sleepers, but RegioJet is a good budget offering and delivers on that. And here we are in Przemyśl, where we now can go and make a swift connection onwards to the Ukrainian Intercity Plus train towards Lviv and Kyiv. Access to the Ukrainian departure platforms are through an underground tunnel with no lifts, escalators or anything like that, so make sure you can carry your luggage down and up the steps. As the Ukrainian platforms currently are behind border formalities, and as much as I'd love to visit Ukraine, I don't think coming during the war is the best time. Instead, I've borrowed some footage from the great NonStop EuroTrip channel to show what it's like to travel on the Intercity Plus service running in connection with the sleeper. So to continue the journey to Ukraine, click the card in the top right hand corner of the screen to watch this great trip report on the journey onwards to the Ukrainian capital. And that's about it. If you want to keep up with my travels in real time, you can follow me on Twitter at IntercitySimon, where I usually post live when I'm out and about. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. I try to post a new video every Sunday. And I'm gonna leave you here with a shot of the Ukrainian Intercity Plus service departing on its 9-hour voyage towards the Ukrainian capital.